I'm Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy with the Forewarn Weather Team, and we are so excited about the annular solar eclipse. The Beehive State is included. I want to refresh your memory when it comes to those solar eclipses. That's when the moon moves between Earth and the sun, and it casts a shadow on Earth's surface. Now, what's happening on Saturday in Utah is the annular eclipse, and that's different than a total eclipse. The annular eclipse means the moon covers the sun, but it never does so in 100% totality. We actually get the outer edge of the sun shining, beautiful, and known as the Ring of Fire. The Ring of Fire will be visible from a huge portion of the Beehive State. The path of the annular eclipse favors the western United States. Now, next year, there is a total eclipse, but it moves through the eastern side of our country. So very exciting and a rare celestial event. Here's a look at that path. It impacts places like Oregon, Nevada, the Beehive State, New Mexico, and Texas. People will be coming from all around and visiting Utah to get a glimpse of this eclipse. Now, here are a few fun facts for you. You know the moon is 400 times smaller and 400 times closer to Earth than the sun? And Earth is known as the only planet with perfect eclipses. The temperatures, this is where I love, they can drop really quickly by 10 degrees in just a few minutes as the eclipse occurring, so if it feels cooler, you're not wrong. The shadow will travel 2,500 miles per hour across Utah, and that is a quick mover. So this event happens early Saturday morning between about 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. in the Beehive State. 90%, more than 90% of the eclipse will be visible for a portion of Utah. Partial eclipse expected for the Wasatch Front and the Southwest Desert. Ely and Elko will see that eclipse. They're on Pacific time, so notice the time difference there. In Utah, 10:24 to 10:29 is when things start, and you notice those cities that will be impacted: Richfield, Beaver, Lake Powell, and many of our national parks. You have to be prepared for impacts for people traveling to the eclipse, but you also have to hope Mother Nature cooperates. Your eclipse forecast. Now, we're moving that wet weather out of the Beehive State with high pressure building. That means dry conditions will be around for the eclipse, but as we head into midnight, we get a short wave or an upper level disturbance that promotes lift, and that's going to bring some cloud cover. High thin clouds want to push through portions of the state. Now, that high thin cloud cover will be towards central Utah in the north and possibly on the eastern side of the state between 9 to 11 a.m. These high clouds should not impede your viewing totally, but they will be around, so just a heads up. You should still be able to witness the eclipse, and clear skies will follow as we make it through the rest of our Saturday and you travel where you're going with dry conditions. Okay, here's a look at some of those popular cities where we're expecting great viewing. Notice that right now the forecast does call for some cloud cover in places like Beaver, Richfield, Grand Staircase, and Lake Powell. This is the time of the best viewing in the morning, so be prepared. Taking a look at Panguitch, Salina, a few clouds there. Fillmore in central Utah will see a mix of sun and clouds, and Mexican Hatton Blanding in the Four Corners area will see sunshine with clouds moving in throughout the morning. So there's a heads up. You know what to expect. Dry conditions with a little bit of cloud cover. Not so bad. If you're heading to one of our national parks, boy, you're lucky. Great spots, not just for viewing, but for visiting alone. Temperatures will be a mix of 50s and 60s, depending which park you're at, and the timing of the eclipse will be a little later, 10:30 over Grand Staircase, Canyonlands at 10:31. Cloud cover should be expected there, and just be ready as the eclipse occurs because a lot of people want to get out and enjoy. One last thing before you go. When it comes to solar eclipses, you want to make sure you have your glasses. You never want to look directly at the sun, so eclipse glasses are available and the best option for safe viewing. Be careful, be safe, and enjoy Utah the way we do.